It's great to be here. The first 16 years of my life were pretty normal, and then I took a driver's ed class and I had to get glasses, and then my life changed. That's when everybody started saying I look like Rick Moranis. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Little Giants, Ghostbusters, that guy, the gatekeeper, yes. I'm like a sensitive guy with my insecurities, and this bothered me a lot, and it really got to me. And I remember my freshman year in college, I was in a girl's dorm room, and she was like half naked. She wasn't half naked, she had pajamas on. And a jacket and a hat. She had a lot of clothes on. But I was in a room with her, okay, and things were going well until she said, has anyone ever told you you look like Rick Moranis? And like within like 2 minutes, I was out of there, and I was just like, and my friends were like, why did you leave? She liked you. I go, she said I look like Rick Moranis. They go, who cares? I go, I do. They go, you're nuts. And I go, maybe. When I graduated college, I moved to New York, and I became an NBC page. And when you're a page, you do tours the first 3 months, and it's 6 tours a day, 6 days a week, and there's 30 people on a tour, and every friggin' tour, someone would say, has anyone ever told you you look like Rick Moranis? I'm a nice guy, but I got my limits. And I remember there was like this heavy-set woman from Wisconsin, and she said, do you know who you look like? And I'm like, yeah, Brad Pitt, now get your ass in the elevator. I got suspended for that. You can't tell tourists that before you take them to Dateline. So 4 years ago, I had the lowest point in my years in New York. I was working in an office in Midtown for this French company, and everybody spoke French. I don't speak French, except like ça va. So it didn't go very well. I was like an island, and like I hadn't dated a girl in a while, and like I would go to hotels, like fancy hotels, like in Midtown, like on a big night out, and I would sit in the lobby and just watch people and read my graphic novels. That was a big night out for me. Like one night I looked over and there was this like banquet going on in the banquet hall, and it was like a pharmaceutical convention. So I walked in and it was like, unassuming, and I walked over to the bar and I said, can I please have a Miller Lite? And the bartender, and I pulled out my wallet, and he goes, oh, no, you're with the convention, right? I go, oh, yeah. He goes, keep your money, you're all set. I go, oh, wait, can I get a Heineken Light instead? It's more money. So after about 7 Heineken Lights, I'm a lightweight, but I was pretty drunk, and I locked eyes with this girl. She was like mid-20s. She looked very much like Monica Lewinsky. I'm a big fan of Monica Lewinsky. So like she came over and we were talking, and it was unbelievable. It was just great, and we just kept talking. And like she was like from outside of Chicago, and she was in town for the, and it was just awesome. Like I didn't experience talking to a girl in a while. And so she goes, has anyone ever told you you look like Rick Moranis? And I stopped, looked at her, and I said, well, I should. I mean, you know, he's my dad. And she's like, oh, I've never met a celebrity before. I go, I'm his son. She goes, no, a celebrity. I go, yeah, okay. So it went well, and I walked her back to her hotel. It was like 2 blocks away, and I go, I had like a few of me, I'm not good at making the move, so I just closed my eyes and I went in. And I didn't know where I was going, and I like just her ear and her shoulder and down her arm, and I opened my eyes into there, and she goes, you're such a dork. You are Rick Moranis' son. And I was like, I know, I told you. And she goes, I'm here one more night. You know, do you want to go out to eat tomorrow night? I go, yeah, you know, we'll go get grilled cheeses. You know? And she's like, no, I want to go there. And she pointed to like the steakhouse. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm like the black sheep of the family here. I don't have like that kind of money for this. She's like, no, my corporate card. I'm like, oh, I'll take you there. I'll take it. I'm going to take you to the steakhouse. So the next night we went in, it was awesome, like $50 steaks a la carte. I ordered a salad with French dressing, and the waiter's like, we don't have French dressing here. I go, hey, you know what French dressing? He goes, I don't even, I go, listen, you go to the kitchen, you get mayonnaise, you get ketchup, whip it up, French dressing. She was very impressed. So I walked her back to her hotel, and I said, I sincerely had a great night. She's like, the night's not over. Do you want to come back? I go, yes. So I'm not a kiss and tell. I don't kiss and tell what I do, but we had a good time. Twice. She fell asleep on my arms, and I remember waking up and I had like a panic attack because like, this is not me. I don't lie to girls, and this happens. And so in the morning when we woke up, I helped her get dressed. I didn't help her get dressed. So I showed her, like, I was like trying to flag down a cab, and I said, listen, I had a great night last night and the night before, but I got to be honest with you. I'm not really Rick Moranis' son. And she squeezed my arm and she said, I kind of figured that out a while ago, but I appreciate you role-playing in a fantasy. She kissed me on the cheek and got in a cab and drove off. Now in my life, Rick Moranis has denied me happiness many times. But 4 years ago, he gave me good times. Twice.